What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another stuffed chaffle recipe. This week we're starting off with 2 eggs, 1 cup of shredded mozzarella cheese, about 1/3 of a cup of blue cheese that's crumbled up, and then I've got some shredded chicken that I've just added to some Frank's Red Hot Sauce and butter. So basically a buffalo sauce, if you will. So we're going to add our cheese into the 2 eggs here, give that a quick mix. Now this is one of my favorite things. I love buffalo wings and I've made these into regular chaffles before. So this week I wanted to see if we could turn this into a stuffed chaffle. So that's the idea behind the blue cheese here. We're going to mix that into the chaffle batter. So we wind up with 1.25 cups of cheese overall for this stuffed chaffle. So basically it's a double batch of chaffle mix. So we'll get that mixed in there. Now I did crumble it up by hand basically. So now I'm going to sort of mash it in there with my fork just to break the pieces up and get some of the flavor into all of the mix. Again, this is just trying to incorporate the blue cheese flavor into this chaffle as much as we can. I personally like blue cheese. Of course, a lot of people like ranch. Haven't quite figured out how we could do ranch unless you were dipping it. So this is what we're going with this week. So we're going to start adding our chaffle mix to the bottom of the Stuffler waffle iron here. It's warmed up for about 5 minutes. So basically you just want to split this in half, cover the bottom of the waffle iron with your mix first off. Sort of just like that. Doesn't have to be exact. And then we've got our shredded chicken here, and I'm using Frank's Xtra Red Hot Sauce and some butter. So I just melted that all down in a pot and then added this shredded chicken in there. Now, of course, you could just get some hot wings and strip the meat off and add them in there. That would work good too, but this is what I had. So we'll add that in there. I wasn't sure how much we were gonna get into the waffle iron. You don't want to overfill it. You know, you want to leave some space on the side for your top layer of chaffle batter to go around the sides of whatever filling you're putting in. But we got most of the chicken in there. There's one little piece snuck out of the bowl there, so we'll add that in. And now we're going to add the rest of our chaffle mix on top. And again, all you're really trying to do is cover up whatever you've stuffed your chaffle with, because the waffle iron is going to get flipped, so it'll basically just start cooking on the other side as soon as you close it. So last little bit of chaffle mix added to the top there. So now we will close the stuffler, and then right away we're going to flip it over onto the other side. And this cooks for about 7 minutes. Once the steam stops coming out, you're pretty much good to go. So we'll open that up. It was a nice golden brown, nice texture. And this one, unlike last week's, came out of the stuffler pretty easily. Didn't have to use a spatula. Just like that. Nice and cooked well on both sides. And get it off onto a wire rack to cool, like I always like to do. And here's the finished product. Again, smells really good, nice and golden brown. Everything was sealed inside the chaffle, which is always the goal here. We don't want it coming out the sides. And I just used a serrated knife here to cut it open, just to reveal the inside of this chaffle. And it was nice and creamy. Like, it was turned out really tasty. So like I said, these are really delicious stuffed chaffles. I would definitely suggest trying them. I knew it would taste good. I just didn't know how it would stand up to being a stuffed chaffle. So, like I said, give it a taste. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you like this kind of content. And we'll see you next week for another stuffed chaffle recipe. Keep on thriving, my friends.